Chat room, guess what time it is? It is basic SMP time. And I have so much work to do today. So much work. Hopefully my microphone's working. It is lovely, lovely. Music's working, game audio's working. Love to see it. Alrighty. So, yes, sir, we did another stream. Good one. I enjoyed it. It was good fun. But we did actually a decent amount of work on here because we kind of remodeled half of the build. But look at it, you know, now it looks so much nicer. Shout out Gummy who did the help with like this bit. That just adds so much, like the copycat stuff. Actual genius, man. But it's only half of an amphitheatre, man. It's only half of what it is. We need to clean it up today. You know, there is a bit of a mess, but we also have to actually build the seating, which is 90% of what the building is for. But it's the part we haven't done. And we're gonna have to retexture slash not retexture. We're gonna have to redo some of this terraforming. Stop running. We're gonna have to redo some of this terraforming to alter and fit with our current plans now that we've put an amphitheater here. But it's such a good spot. That is what I want to get done today. If we have more time, depending on how long that takes, I want to do a bit of the terraforming here and do a bit of terraforming cliff work and stuff, and eventually figure out how to link this area to this area, because that's what a lot of my plans this year are. Fix what Lacamus's biggest issue is: floating, disconnected slash like no plans. You know, I want to fix that this year because I think places like this look so good. You know, it looks so good, but you know, so much of it is you then walk and then you hit this. You know, it's disconnected. So that's the plan. That is the plan. We also need to connect the river to the actual part of the build. I keep forgetting about that. We haven't actually connected the rivers. Like we really did so much work on this. And then proceeded to not actually do the final easy bit. But hey. But yeah, I've been a bit busy today. I've been working on some videos. A little bit of Lucky 38 work done, but not a whole lot. I did a bit of scripting for a video you guys unfortunately will not see for like a year. If I'm so honest. You just won't see it for like a year. But it's seeming good so far. There's a good reason you're not gonna see it for a year. I just can't tell you what that is, because it spoils what the video is. Okay. So. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and do some stairs. I already have an idea for this bit, so I'm just gonna kind of do it, you know, which you know, so much of this build I've just been overthinking because it's a really simple build. Like, if I'm honest, it's a really simple build that I'm just overthinking in my head. So my goal is just not do that. One, two, three, four. Two. Oh. Okay, see, we already have to move the mountain. Three. Yeah, I'm not sure how good this is gonna end up, if I'm honest. One, two. Yeah. Okay. It is a lot bigger than I expected. Okay. I think I am gonna... Thing I ever do is wrong. Never find where I belong. I think I'm gonna map out where the seats are gonna go. Oh, I could just put the seats in. Yeah, I actually could just do that, you know? Okay, what do we want to do for the seat? Do we want to go with sandstone again? The issue with sandstone is everything in this build is sandstone. So like, you know, do we want to do? We could do like birch. Add a bit of wood to the build. Anything. I love the Percy Jackson musical, man. Low-key best adaptation of the Percy Jackson series, of the first book at least, maybe. The fall. Well, it's not the movies, so it's between this and the show. But I just really like the musical. I think it's good. It's a lot harder to compare them, though. It's a lot harder to compare them compared to like the movies versus the show, because like they're both film slash visual media versus a musical that's very different, like a stage musical. We need birch. We need birch and a lot of it. Do we have? We do not. Okay. Take my side. All they ever do is take the fall. We'll see how this looks. It might look good. We don't know. It might do. It might look horrible, to be fair. That could do, it could do that. Could look terrible. I need to stop making crafting tables. I'm gonna look and there's gonna already be one. Oh no. Okay. See, but there was birch. Okay. I'm really bad at staying organized in this game. Oh, I'll say that. Staying organized and staying alive are not my strong suit. I think I'll build this on both sides and then I'll try doing it like offset one. So there's like a bit of a walkway. Is I think what the plan is. Add a little bit of a walkway just to see how it looks. Yeah, I feel like we have to do it, you know? Like places like that, we kind of have to do the inset by one. Oh. Shut up, pal. There we go. There we go. I wouldn't want to sit in that seat. That seat seems horrible. I want to do anything to change that seat though, but hey. There we go. I do love late game Minecraft when you just kind of bat away mobs, you know? Yes, I will let you know. And a bless I. There we go. Mine that. This gives you a bit more like space to sit, you know? To, like walk between the crowds. But we will see, we will see. I need more. I'm just gonna make a ton, you know? We'll use them up eventually, even if we don't use them on this build. I've kind of gotten to that point in this server where I'm like, actually, I don't really need to hoard items, you know? Like, I can kind of, like, I have a ton of spruce, birch, sorry. I have a ton of birch. I can waste it, you know? Okay. The main question is what looks best from, like, this angle. And honestly, I do think it's that side. I realized the one issue with making a ton is that now I don't have any actual birch to build with. I'm good at this game, man. I am so good. Actually, like, unstoppable, man. And we'll have a look at blocks after. Like, worst case scenario, we're not wasting too many blocks if we end up going. There's something else. Let you know. And then along here. Yeah, it's gonna be good to get the terraforming of this part done. That's like a real big step towards the next part of Lacamas. Because I've said before, my goal of this year, for this build, is to fully terraform it. Like, fully terraform it. I just think that's cool, you know? Like, how cool would it be to have my entire base terraformed? Really, I want to build up the main Lacamas Island as much as possible this year. Yeah, I just want to build it up as much as possible. Because I've got other ideas, you know? I kind of want to work on some of the stuff in the background. Well, the backdrop stuff. Let's see if you feel the same as me. Get a little bit tired of life, like you're not really happy, but you don't want to die. This song's so good, man. Not really that. It's so nice to have items. Like, Minecraft, I realized, right? People will, like, debate whether or not early game or late game Minecraft's better, right? And I've realized I just really like this game. You know? Because here's the thing. I've been playing more newer servers recently. Kingdoms, for example. I'm enjoying the early game. I'm enjoying the, you know, just kind of vibing. But you can't do as much. And I had so many build ideas, and usually the server ends. and I can't build them, and that sucks. But then on like this server, I can build them. You know? So this is my issue with doing states. A thread, but you gotta survive. But you gotta survive. I do also quite like those seats. I do quite like those seats. I don't know about the block choice, is the thing. Let me look up some Greek amphitheaters, like the common block choice. Good title life, but really happy. Don't wanna. Gotta survive. What the seats of Greek amphitheaters made of? Why do I see it around? Limestone or marble? Durability and acoustic properties. Well, other theaters used wooden benches. By the 14th century, stone benches became standard, sometimes featuring luxurious stones for VIPs. Ah! So it just depends kind of what time period. More commonly in the 4th century, stone benches were installed often directly carved into or built onto natural hillsides. Up down in the middle of the east side. I think we do like a cobbled sandstone if we did sandstone. It's just I don't want every build to be sandstone, you know? There's so much of this build. So much of my build is sandstone, to be fair. Like here, you know, it's a walls, full walls, building. The floor outside, you know. But it looks, I think it works. Okay. It particularly mentions stone, so... I just want to build some trees. I want to do some trees soon. Tired of tripping on my shit. I need to like get more shulkers, I think. Actually, I feel like in my ender chest, I have a ton of empty shulkers. I need to get like shulkers that I need to start like actually sort my inventories out, I think. And that's actually just what I need to do. I got so many shulkers around at every spot on this server, man. Okay. Let's see how this looks. When he loves me, I feel like I'm falling. Let them body. I do really enjoy streams where I just kind of get to the project I plan to do, and like just kind of get on with it. Because I think it's because it's not usual. So many of my streams are just like me getting distracted and derailed. So I'll like log on and be like, I'm doing this today, and actually get started on it. It's nice. Where have I gone wrong? Feel like them body. Ooh, the stone kind of works. I think it looks better than the... I think it does look better. Let me do all the way up. I think it looks better though. Okay, I won't lie. I low-key thought that was the Minecraft story mode soundtrack to begin with. That game has such a good soundtrack. I don't know why I thought it was. I don't think I have that soundtrack in my... Oh god, did we just put the Minecraft story mode soundtrack on? It was a good soundtrack for that game, man. Is it on Spotify? Did I say Minecraft? I don't know if I said Minecraft movie or story mode. I meant story mode. Oh, it is. Listen to this, man. Listen to that. Such a good vibe. It feels so Minecrafty as well. It actually has the same vibe as the original soundtrack. I really wish Minecraft Story Mode wasn't as, like, hard to find as it is, you know? But, like, it's such, like, an annoying game now to find. If I remember correctly, the prices for the game on, like, Switch are... Minecraft Story Mode Switch. Yeah, that's a used version for £65 without the DLC. That's insane. Oh, and then there was season 2. Bro. What a game. Actually, just what a game. Bro, why on eBay I've just found one. £150 for the full season 2. Didn't mean to close off, brother. I actually meant to keep it open so I could have my stream stuff up. But hey. So crazy though, man. I wish the game was easy to find. It's probably really easy to emulate, but like, hey. Oh my god, Order of the Stone. What a soundtrack, man. This is actually such a good... I did not want to do that. Such a good... Oh no, I did want to do that, but only kind of. Oh. Hold on. Listen to this, man. Order of the Storm specifically. Best. I think this is the best track in the soundtrack. Like, unfortunately to every other sound, like one in here, but I'm sorry. It's just so good. To all VOD viewers, I'm so sorry you guys can't hear the Minecraft Story Mode soundtrack. But God, give it a listen. Give it a listen, man. If I could, I would stream this game instantly. Might learn how to emulate just to play story mode. I'll download like 6 viruses in the process, but it'll be so worth it. I vividly remember about Minecraft Story Mode. I think I played the first like 2, right? This feels really big, but hey, I played like the first 2 episodes, right? And it was great, you know. It's Minecraft, but I never really played the others. But I vividly remember watching like Dan TDM and stuff play through them, and it's like, ooh. Might have played like the first like 3, but it was so good, man. I think they were on Netflix for a time. I wonder if they still are. Oh god, I'm loading up my Netflix. Give me 2 seconds. Netflix. Minecraft. Story mode. We don't have Minecraft story mode. No. Well, what's the point? Sorry, chat. I don't know why I've started today and just got really hyper obsessed with Minecraft story mode all of a sudden. But I have. I'm really into Minecraft story mode today. Not even today, bro. It was this. You watched it in full time, in like real time happen. I guess because one of the opening of one of the songs that played sounded vaguely similar to the Minecraft story mode soundtrack. I just realized I'm not even recording the replay mod, bro. I forgot to. There's what I have a video that I mentioned earlier that's like a years in the future. Like a year in the future, right? It should be out this time next year. You know? But here's the thing. I'm gonna forget so much stuff along the year that I need to do for it. That's why I didn't start working on it now. I actually think the stone looks really good, actually. I think it looks really good, and then we just redo the mountain to like follow like directly behind it, pretty much. Then we'll do like a special area for like. Basically, I just wanted to do like a divider in the middle. I don't really know what's gonna go here though. So I'll just do a break in the stairs and then go back to normal. I think this played when you built the thing to win the competition, if I remember correctly. Honestly, I actually quite like this build. I thought these stairs would take a while, because I just didn't really have a plan for them, but I've found my stride, man. I put decorations around the top because it is very empty at the top. I put some flowers and stuff. Oh, what a song. For VOD viewers, it is Stone by Stone. Is this just all the stream's gonna be? Minecraft man rediscovers Minecraft storyboard OST. Does not live to regret it. Hopefully. Maybe I become really addicted to Minecraft story mode and then spend a lot of money trying to own a physical copy of the game on a platform that I own and end up buying it for Switch. And then I'd spend a lot of money. It's not even the first one that's like that bad. Like, it's kind of expensive. But like, it's the bloody... the sequel, man. I think it just wasn't produced that much. Is the issue. It might become a thing where if I like spot it in the wild, I'll buy it. Spot the story mode on Switch, I'll buy it. Want to hunt for it across the UK. Yeah, we're gonna have to light under here up as well. Last thing you want during your like performance is like all the crowd being too focused on the zombies underneath them, you know. I'm gonna do the stairs. I think it's easier to focus on the stairs and then do the floor. Ah, man. Okay. Let's go stock up on some sandstone, actually. Could you imagine how destroyed the deserts would be on this server if we didn't have a sand farm? Like, literally 90% of my builds are sandstone. Like, there wouldn't be any deserts anymore. Wouldn't be any beaches with how much I've used. Oh, but it looks so cool. The hillside was definitely the right call, man. Like this spot. Such a good call. I mean, oh, one sec. I really wish Blue Sky just counted it so that when you went live, it would check if you were live and then it would check if you've stopped being live. Instead of making you go, I'm live for 4 hours, because I don't know how long I'm going to be live for. You know? I do this stuff on a whim, bro. Alrighty. If we mine it down here, we are pretty much done with the actual... That's a change of vibe. Pretty much done with the actual build, if I'm honest. Then we just have terraforming and trees that we can work on. Ooh. This song has a really good, like, ominous vibe, man. This song is called Spiders. Order of the Storm is still the best so far, I think. Of all of them. Okay. There we go. Oh. Okay. I think we set up more like fire braziers on around here. We set up some pots. We set up some stuff. Add a little bit of decoration. Add a mountain behind it, you know, that kind of stuff. And then this place will look pretty cool, I think. I want the mountain to curve with the thing. I think we're gonna kind of have a bit of flat or mountainous bit terrain around here. Well, we'll probably put some trees behind it, and then the mountain will go to about here. I think. But for now, I want to actually finish the building. Okay, does it look good, like, being sat in one of the seats? That's a big, important question, actually. How does the build hold up? Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay. And how do these look from... I want to put more of these around the base anywhere, these synthonite pots and stuff. It's just I've remembered they exist with this build. Okay. Looking from above, I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking alright. I kind of want to do some pattern on the floor. Where like the areas meet. I kind of want to do some like pattern. I'm not sure what I'd do though. Is the thing. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll put some like regular kind of pots and pottery and stuff. Just around. I think we have some in one of these. Yeah, these ones. How do these look from like down here? They look all right, but not perfect. It does definitely need something, but I also think these are details we could add later if we wanted to. I don't think they're the most important for the build to work. Okay. God, it does slap, doesn't it? This soundtrack is it. I know I keep saying it, but it is good, man. Ivor's theme banger. It is a banger. Trying to put more decoration in here. Okay, we need Cincinnati. And not really, we need a floor tile block actually. We didn't have to leave it all. Now that I think about it. Be scared, be prepared, because I'm arriving. Bro, I can conquer the world, man. I've got the Minecraft Story Mode OST banging in the background. On God, it slaps, man. I forgot how good of an OST it is. Like, the Minecraft movie wishes it had this good of a soundtrack. How's it going, Gomez? The laundry again. Okay, we need a pattern. We'll probably do it like the Blaze terracotta. Is the idea I'm having. Is this the title screen? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. Ah. Fourth Order of the Stone is the best song of the thing. I think this is kind of like a combination of most of the different songs, actually. We back to the start? We are. Ooh. I love how Minecrafty it feels, you know? Which might sound stupid. Like, I know that might sound really dumb. It is a Minecraft game. But, like, it just captures the vibe of, like, the OG, like, early game, early Minecraft like, soundtrack. Gomez! Gomez! Hello, pal. God, I need to use my mangrove in this build. In this area. Gomez! My friend! Ignore the creeper hole. We'll get to it. Oh, one day. Hello, my friend. I think I'm gonna do a sun design with glazed terracotta in the floor. Because Apollo is connected to like the arts and stuff. Imagine. Yeah, now you can. Gonna do a sun. The side. Oh. Yeah, for Apollo. Because he is connected to like the arts. Also, his temple's right there. We are next door to the big man. I mean, you heard the Minecraft Story Mode soundtrack? It's so good. Like, I haven't listened to it in ages, but it's so good. Also, sorry, Apollo, I am ruining your house with stuff. Not really. Bro, give it a listen on Spotify. Give it a listen. It's so good. Yeah, I haven't played the game in ages. I wish it was, like, easier to get now. But, like, it just ain't, you know? It just ain't easy. Oh, Order of the Stone. What a song. What's the name? Oh. You're gonna get the Pokemon Animal Crossing gummy? I would, but I haven't got a Switch 2 yet, so like... I haven't got a Switch 2 and that's not the game that's gonna convince me to get it, kind of thing. But it's one of those that I'll get when I get a Switch 2. If that makes sense. Like, I'm just kind of waiting for there to be more games that I'm, like, super down for that aren't on Switch 1. Because, like, Tomodachi Life's on Switch 1, I'm pretty sure. That's coming out. And I'm super excited for that. But, like, for, like, a Switch 2 exclusives, there's nothing really insane that's making me like, I've got to buy it, you know? Not yet. Hello, pal. I feel like this would fit better in the, like, floor of... Oh, there's not really anywhere to put it in the floor of Apollo's temple. Give me 1 second to get some copycat. I need to be better with my storage system. I have a storage system, I should use it. Oh, these are bloody ghost blocks. I don't want ghost blocks. Right, I don't have as many blocks as I hoped. I don't want you falling through the floor, you know? Thank you, pal. To be fair, that is a really good design. I was originally thinking of doing it with like glazed terracotta, but that's a really good design. And it gives the area more light, which it like doesn't have any natural light at the minute. How many blocks actually is this? This will just look weird. Well, I'm basically thinking where it is, but just moved back a couple blocks and put into the floor is pretty much what it needs to be. No, I think the stage is fine. It's to make the ground more interesting than just sandstone. Yeah, 8 by 8. Hmm? I feel like this works pretty well just generally. If I'm honest. But it's not saying oh no don't. What? Oh no, now you've said it. Oh, you have. Yeah, no, that design's out the window, mate. That design's not an option. I didn't get any stone. I need to get some stone. God, it is snazzy. This song is snazzy, man. I need to redo pretty much half this mountain shit, but we'll get to that. I just need to connect this part to this part, at some point. Okay, let me get, I need grass. I'm just zoned in, chat. First time building in this, like, this is the furthest out in Lachmas I've actually built beside the river. So I'm getting, like, close to the river. So it's the first thing out, excluding the other thing that's out here. We're kind of doing rough blocking out. And I think we're gonna, it's like gonna be like a lot more smooth. I think it works better without the blue, yeah. It's like just the frog lights. God, my inventory's such a mess and I need to terraform still. I haven't even started terraforming and my inventory's already a mess. There's no real good, like, alternative, like, you know what I mean? Like, new variant. Unfortunately. Get you, I think we need more focus. Honestly, I think this works pretty well once it's just, like, laid down into the ground. Oh, hello, Shroomlight. There's no real good Shroomlight options either. Polished? For some things. It's probably the best looking Shroomlight chipped version. How's your builds coming along, Gummers? Taking a little break. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair. I feel like I'm just like coming back from one pretty much. Yeah. I get what you mean about just hopping on when others are. That's fair. You have also like just finished the bunker headquarters pretty much, haven't you? Yeah. So I don't blame you taking a break after like such a huge project. Yeah, still, that's one floor, man. You know? Ooh. Do they have the other story mode soundtracks in here? Or just the first one? Episodes 2 and 3. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Maybe I'd light under the areas as well. First part of the secret project. It's all planned. Nice, nice. Man. That's how a lot of basic SMP lore stuff is at the minute. Like, stuff's planned, it just needs doing. Or I've finally started to do a crack at the Lucky 38. I realized I kept just like running away. While speaking. Still, this is easier. Yeah, I'm just kind of vibing with Lacmus at the minute. You ran out hot chocolate. Ooh. I'm not chocolate in a little bit, actually. Oh, I did actually. It wing camp. How do you know this? Did I post about this? I genuinely don't remember. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I genuinely couldn't remember, man. Mm. Ah, I did mention it. That is true. It was very good. Wait, what? Let me double check. You do have a good memory. I am the opposite. I have literally the worst memory imaginable. And how do you know I haven't done that? Eh? Eh? Okay, no, you've got a point. You've got a point. I was going to today. I was going to do, but I started working on Lucky 38 video, Gummy. All right. So you gotta pick a side. All right. On what gets done, because it is one or the other. Yeah, you could say so. Could say so. Whoa! Whoa! No! No! What? That was the Tundra version. The very specific circumstances on that one. Also, he never killed anyone canonically. Like in the lore, no one actually got killed by him. Well, yeah. Oh, that was unproductive, bro. That was unproductive. Yeah. He's the killer, bro. Bro, basically did nothing wrong, minus the kidnapping and the torture and stuff. It was all goofy jokes, man. Exactly. Well, to be fair, Product basically was doing all that before the nukes, bro. He was doing that in season 1. Listen, it was a plane crash that caused him to go a little crazy. The whole point was that, like, the actual basic before Tundra was basically more so productive basic. I never got to flesh this out because the server ended. But like my idea was it was that the basic before the plane crash was like basically just productive basic, and like it was only really getting a second chance. Hold on. Oh. It was only really getting a second chance at life that allowed, and away from like working in business, that got unproductive basic to exist. But I never really got to like develop any of that. The thing with Tundra And like one thing I really liked about season 1 compared to season 2, with like any of the lore stuff, right? Because there wasn't really lore on season 1. But all the stuff that I had that could be counted as lore, like 90% of it was just a joke I made with chat that we just said was part of the story. Like the whole productive basic thing was me saying I was going to spend a week just getting stuff done instead of messing around. And then I joked that I had locked like the actual version in a basement or something. And that's how the 2 versions started. Whereas with like season 2, everything was a bit more like story planned versus like just messing about, you know? The Tundra? I mean, I don't see why not. Like, I don't see what any of the what problem it would be. Unless you sound like an NDA that I don't know about, bro. Like, I think you can. Yeah, there's no other way for it to be done, so you might as well. Fill the beams a little bit. Can do. Basically, there was a plan that me and Gummy had. Post me being burnt and stuff. Whereas Gummy came back at the end of like after we killed Pengu, and we never really see him again, right? And it's one of those plot hooks that unfortunately just didn't get time to be explored anymore by the time the server. And it's same with like Rose going to the Nether. Like me and Akira was planning on like searching for them. Never got time to do it. No one actually got to react to the burn, which I think's a shame. There's a ton of hanging plot threads, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, like, other than the person that gave me it, you know? Like, the people that somewhat care about how Basic's doing, you know, at the time. But basically, the plan was me and Gummy were gonna meet each other again, and we were gonna have a little bit of a scrap. Mainly to do with the fact that like Lapis died, if I remember correctly, and it was gonna be so angsty, and it was gonna be peak, and like it was gonna be great, but unfortunately. Yeah, Gummy went a little bit crazy, unlike me, who was completely rational the entire server. Yeah, bro was just out there. Bro was out there and didn't once try and open the vault door. He wanted us dead, man. All I'm saying, all I'm saying. Bro is a caveman. Why would you mean he couldn't figure out how a vault door works, bro? See, if only Pengu nuked the world a little bit later, we could have, like, shown you how to open the door and free us, Gummy. The one thing I find really funny about Tundra, right, is originally it started out, and it was one thing I realized when doing my law, is like in the early streams, it's like everyone died. Except Jen and Rose. We're the last ones left of our group. Hero's dead. Gummy's dead. Lapis is gone. Everyone. And then as the server went on, more and more people came back. So I'm like, oh, we've lost so much. Rather like, the Enderman, the giant iron golem build, we've lost that. Oh, and Lapis. And all of our gear. But it became a lot harder to be like, all my friends are dead. When it was like, actually, all my friends keep coming back. Because originally, I wanted a lot of my, like, characters thing to be kind of based around the fact that, like, without outwardly saying it, from what we know about how we survived, Basic had to at least pull the plug at some point after saving Rose and like getting Rose and Jen in the vault, which means having to shut the door on, maybe not literally in front of them, but like on the chance of them surviving. But I never really got a chance to explore that because people kept coming back, and just with where the plot was, it hadn't been established yet, like early on, because it was only a thing that I realized thinking more about it like after the first couple streams. And then it was like, God, if I managed to set that up earlier, I could have done, it could have been so great for when everyone comes back and then having to like face them after like shutting the door on that. For Akira, I'm pretty sure they were like out, they got caught by it, and like were basically dead, and then Pengu put him in a lab at some point. I found him in Pengu's lab. Is all I really remember. Actually, no, I didn't. Akira broke out of the lab, made it to the old vault where I found them, and then we went to look at the lab, and I was like, that's pretty... Well, why does bro have this? You know? Was, if I remember the vibes correctly, was kind of the feeling. Which is a good question to ask, to be fair. Like, well and truly, why does bro have this? Also, chat, if I had a pound every time I based a character off the Yuji Sukuna dynamic, and then by the time I actually started playing the character, that, like, idea is gone, I'd have £2. Which is actually, like, most of my characters when I think of what I've actually streamed them as. One sec. I had to check something. Sorry about that, gang. Zen, we're listening to the Minecraft. Oh, the dice off the table. Zen, we're listening to the Minecraft Story Mode OST because it's banging. That's the music for today. I found the dice. Zen, you got a 14. And Gummy, you got a 9. It wasn't really a rant, it was just talking about missed opportunities with season 2. A lot of ideas in the air that never got to see fruition, unfortunately. VOD will be there unless like the Minecraft Story Mode soundtracks gets me nuked into oblivion. For some reason. You never know. I would love to, but it's like a pain to play nowadays, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure to even play it, you have to go through like emulators now. Because they like wiped that off the... It's crazy they wiped Minecraft Story Mode. And yet the Minecraft movie came out. And like, I don't think the Minecraft movie's that bad. It's more so that Story Mode was really good. And I don't know why they like refuse to act as if it's real. Also, just thinking about it, you know how they did the YouTuber collab in Minecraft Story Mode? It's like a good thing they did it when they did it, not like 2020. They really avoided including a lot of wrongins in that one, you know? Like, I think if they just did popular creators from 2020, 90% of them would be cancelled and not great, you know? But thankfully, instead, we got GOATs like Dan TDM and Stampy, bro. What a man. What a bloody inspiration that man is, bro. If Stampy has no supporters, he's either become a wrong'un or I'm dead. Is the way I see it. I had to include that just in case this clip comes back to bite me, but I don't believe my goal would do that, bro. But hold on. Sorry, I've just got to respond to that. What is... Pal, I need to rewatch Dan TM's Story Mode playthrough, I think. For the nostalgia, man. I'm feeling nostalgic for Story Mode. I'm feeling nostalgic for Big Dan TDM, bro. What a legend. I have that man's DVD, bro. He had a DVD of his like tour show thing. God. Bloody inspirational, man. Got that on DVD. I think I have his book. I was a big Dad TDM fan. I still am, to be fair. I really like his episode on Shut Up I'm Talking. When they had him as a guest. And honestly, it's probably the first Patreon episode. It's the episode that made me want to get the Patreon, to be fair. Because that man is a legend. Like, honestly. Okay, gummy. All good, man. All good. Pal. Oh, disconnect right after you blow up my build. All right, I'll see how it is. I'll see how it is. Yeah, I'll see how it is. Hit and run. Wow. Bro, I will hit you, then run you over the vehicle, bro. All right, on God, you've made an enemy, man. Good night, pal. You're gonna be sleeping with the fishes, pal. Yeah, no, bloody. They did actually manage to pick really good choices for Minecraft Story Mode, now that I think about it. Good job, Minecraft Story Mode team. Night, Gummy. I really wish this game was easy. Like, I'll have to look into how to play it. Because I do really want to replay it. Okay, I need to get more copycat stairs. Chat room, let me tell you, right? Videos are on the rise, chat. All right. I've started scripting videos you guys won't see for like a year, but I'm scripting it. So, you know, you'll see that eventually. The reason there's such a long wait, it will make sense when it's out. I'm not just being really, really lazy. Lucky 38 not being out yet, that is me being lazy. But this is a valid reason. There we go. We'll make this all into zinc. Synergy farms. Yeah, we've done some good work today. The actual main part of the build is done, to be fair. Like, the part I wanted is it's done. So like, I actually just need to get everything else finished. Yeah, no, but how's everyone been at that chat? How you guys been doing? I've been pretty good, actually. I've just been working on videos, if I'm honest, and playing Minecraft, and just general vibing and shenanigans. Nothing too big. Just filming intros, mainly, and refilming intros. It was a lot of trying to film intros. I won't lie. And I've found an intro I'm happy with, and now I have to make the visuals and the edits, and then we're smooth sailing for the rest of it until we're not. Is how I think the Lucky 38 video is gonna go. Okay, I need 2 more. What a banger. Okay, I need to get more sandstone tiles. Do any of these have them? After we've been rudely attacked and not put it, and items not been fixed. What a theme, man. Wither Storm's theme, bro. Eek. Oh. Yeah, I think the goal for today is just to get more of the background mountain done. And then I think our next big project is the vineyard. You know, just to really round stuff off. So what is it? What? Okay. Oh, some of the songs aren't actually on Spotify. That's really funny, actually. Some of the songs aren't actually on Spotify, so people upload them as like clips and like podcasts. But I think to not just get detected as a re-upload of a song, they have to include stuff at the end. So I just included part of the Bleed White Pumpkin speech from one of the later parts of the game. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, I think the vineyard's our next big project, you know, chat. In the river. Because vineyard is like a house. Redo the Dionysus temple. Take a couple streams, build an actual vineyard up. It shouldn't take super long, but it'll take a bit. Do I have any stone? Oh yeah, I've got tons of stone. Okay. Get in. Yeah, because the idea is that this is just meant to look like they've found like a lull in the mountain. And they've just carved at it. You know? So if it does look a bit abruptly started, I think that kind of works for the vibe. I don't want to plateau it too much because it doesn't really plateau here, like too much. But we'll probably put one here to kind of blend the areas in. And then obviously I'll need to texture it and stuff. Also, chat, they released the Backrooms trailer today. And honestly, I went from I'm probably not going to watch this film to I honestly probably will. If I'm honest. It actually looks pretty good. Which, to be fair, I think it has the best shot of any chance for a Backrooms film to ever be good. With the fact that it's Ken Pixels that's making it. And while he might not have created the Backrooms, he created the modernified version that most people know. So, like, I think if anyone's gonna do it, you know, definitely could have been worse choices. So, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'll probably go see it in cinemas. Just see how it is. And I'm actually looking forward to it, you know? I just hope they don't try and force like a chicken jockey into it. And by like they, I mean mainly people watching it. Don't try and make like their own chicken jockey for the Backrooms film. Because I think it would ruin the vibe. Speaking of vibes though, on God, looking pretty good I think, this mountain. Let's see how it looks from like further back. If we get the full image in. I like that. I like that. Oh, when we get trees in this, it's gonna look so good. When we get trees in, it's gonna be so good. For a month that I haven't really done much in you so far, like build-wise, I think we're actually managing to bring it back here at the end. Chicken jockey. Sorry, chat. I keep talking about the Minecraft movie recently. I don't know why. I keep referencing it. And I think we need to have it like counter this with like the mountain with trees on this side, like a lot of them. To keep like the and I'll do the what? Ugh, God. I think if we just do like balance it out with taller trees on this side than this side, it should flow pretty nicely. And obviously there will still be a bit of terraform. Have a good look, then. Have a good look. And obviously, like, once we are kind of in the mountain part of, like, the part of Lacamas that will be less built up in this area, because it will be mainly terraforming. And so, like, if you see here, it is just mainly terraforming, and that's pretty near to where we're building. Like, it'll be the same part, and then that'll connect up. So it will. This part is mainly scenery, but get out of here, bro. Yeah, this part is mainly scenery that we're working on at the minute. From like here onwards, down to the river. But I think it's such an important part of the base to do that, like, even if it isn't like as important as like the statues or like the temples or anything, or even like the amphitheatre, to be fair, even if it isn't as important, I still think that like it adds so much to making it feel more like a place and not making it feel like an area and not just a mega base, you know? Because that's the main thing with Lacamas. Oh no. Ah, I'm out of food. I'm out of food. Alright, I'll grab that. As I was saying, that's the main thing with Lacamas, is that I want to make it feel like... Oh, I am terrible at this game. Oh my god. The main thing with Lacamas is I want to make it feel like an ancient Greek island or town or city, right? Whatever you want to call it. In that, like, I don't want it to just feel like I've chucked a ton of buildings onto an area and called it a mega base. Because I think a lot of mega bases have the issue of, like, they look so cool, but they're just kind of there, you know? that I kind of want to try and avoid that, and like even the parts of the island that aren't really building based still like feeling together and connected. I think the hardest part about making it all feel connected though is the amount of terraforming styles I've experimented with over the past like year and a bit. You know, just I need to go through and like connect everything back to a similar style again. Okay. Yeah, I will say I am at the terraforming style I really like at the minute with like the more rocky bits leading into the mountains. And it is what most of the island is. Like even the earlier terraforming parts of the island also have a similar style. Like here, you know, fits pretty well. My only issue is like this part where it's such a different terraforming style than what I'm used to. Like I've been doing. It's a much older terraforming style I used to do with the like overhanging dirt. And then I tried the mossy look. And it looks okay. But like I'm probably gonna get rid of the moss and switch it back to like the more built up terraforming that I've been doing. Like honestly, I am just kind of chipping away each like time I'm on a bit at more terraforming of the island. Because I want to get as much of it done this year as possible, if I'm honest. I'm like, and as early in the year as possible. Just because I can do more, you know. But it is my overall like end goal of the year is to have this island fully terraformed. But I know it's a project that's gonna take time, so that's why it's a year goal and not the like this month goal. And why I am able to just kind of like log on, work on a project as part of that project, like as part of this, you know, an amphitheater I don't really need to do terraforming for, but just chipping away a little bit at the terraforming is while building it. I think it's gonna get it done a lot quicker, especially because like the next project is gonna take so much terraforming because it's whatever we don't do in the amphitheater around to here and figuring out how big the vineyard's gonna be. So like I need to stock up on stone pretty much for all of that. Okay. Grab all the stone. I need to do more of like all the trees I've done because like this tree doesn't really fit any at the minute. Because it just doesn't really fit with the like more cypressy trees that are next to it. So I just need to add a couple more. And that's like the vineyard's gonna be so many trees. But I do like making trees, so it'll be fun. But it is gonna be a lot of tree making. But I feel like the vineyard has been a project I started so long ago that to like finally get it done is gonna be sick. It's like so sick. Because I've already built it and I'm just not happy with it, that I'm rebuilding it. And like that rebuild is in such a better area. Like it feels more built up here, you know? Versus where it just feels kind of plopped in the city. Like where it is now, you know? It feels like there's too much built up and it's too close to city level. Whereas like there's already the entrance to the forest like area, like the more woodland area. And it's like on the mountain, you know? So like I feel like a vineyard just kind of makes sense here. There we go. Could do some work, I think, up there, but it's just difficult because it's blending the areas together. It makes it a bit annoying. And harder to do. But yeah, I think that looks fine from this angle. And obviously I need to add all like the slabs and stairs and stuff. Okay. we've got a little bit longer, I think. I only we're gonna do trees today. But we're definitely gonna build more of this mountain. And then we're gonna do trees another day. And I also want to build down. I also want to do the terraforming for this cave area. Even if I don't know what's gonna go in it. I mean, what's the best thing we could put in that cave, you know? Because it can't be anything too mysterious, because it is like right in the middle of the area. So it'd have to kind of be like something that would make sense to be kind of easily accessible. But look if there's any myths I could tie it to. And like include somewhat from. Oh, we've also got all of this area that we can work with. Like part of me wants like things like a gateway to the underworld to be really cool, but it just doesn't make sense to be like that localized, you know? Unless it is just like a mine. Uh, I don't know if you'd put a mine like right in the middle of the area though, you know? And also I don't really have a use for a mine at this like part of the server. At this far end. Yeah, I don't need more grass. And I felt this is too like bulky. You know, it goes up too much compared to I didn't really do that before. How does this look? Oh yeah, that looks fine. You can see the grass and there'll be like stuff near there, or like all parts. That's cool. I keep forgetting that the reason I stopped going up was because I got to the point where it like capped out, and then I keep trying to go further up. Yeah, I'm excited for this vineyard, you know. But I'm also excited to do just the terraform one for a bit, you know. Wrong grass. I meant to get the slick grass. Which I am almost out of. Oh, I am almost out of it. God damn. That's like all my stock. I guess we're just gonna have to do some, like, getting rid of some of the parts that don't need it, you know? Or dirt. We might have some dirt that we could use. If anyone has ideas for the cave, let me know. And I'll have a think. Because I can't just leave it as a cave, I feel. It's too central to, like, just be a cave. What about some... What else on? There we go. Yeah, it feels too central of an area to do just a normal cave. Oh, I like that. And then we've just got to kind of move it across and add the details. And then there'll be like a lot of trees and stuff here. Ooh, I'm liking this. I'm liking what we've got done today. We've got so much. It's one of those things where it feels weird that, like, at the start of the stream we didn't have that mountain. At the start of the stream we didn't have the stairs or anything. You know? Like, it's really good to, when you are building something for a while. And you feel like you're not making as much progress as you'd like. Just remember, like, how much you've actually done in one build session, you know? Is it constellations a million years away? Is interpolation the line we drew in the array? I won't do rocks. I'll figure out the rocks later. I basically think what the plan is for like the rest of the streams for the month, like all the basic SMP ones, is we're just gonna bring the mountain up as much as we can to here. And then we have like a lot to terraform still as well. Because it's definitely gonna get taller. I think the Dionysus Temple is gonna be on its own kind of like pedestal. Or not pedestal, but like a higher rock bit than everything else. I'm just gonna try and connect it as much as possible, I think. And then we've also got the river part 2. Which I think we just need to pick a time and just work on it. Because it's going to be a lot bigger. It's probably going to run across to here. Basically, this is barely a river. So we need to actually make it one. I feel like areas like here, by the way, will actually probably be rock. Like caves. Because I think you can fit stuff in. Unless we build like a temple here. Yeah, we do need a texture and connect this area. I think that's what it is. A lot of Lacamas, right, is like so close to being done. A lot of Lacamas just has these kind of little spots that are like unfinished. And I'm excited to work on them, you know? Like, because like once we complete this area, like that bit, so much of Lacamas is like connected again, you know? I think it is one of the things I am really happy with this base so far. Like, still a lot to get here, but I am really happy with it. Alrighty, gang. A bit of a short one today, I think. If I'm honest. But most of what I'm doing, I've kind of finished. Most of my plans. And I need to figure out what I actually want to do otherwise. So we'll probably go a little bit longer. For like half an hour at most. Welcome back, Zan. Welcome back. Nice, nice. But yeah, we could get some texture done. The nation we've made. The issue with terraforming is you need so many blocks, man, to do like texture and stuff. It is really annoying. Uh, Okay. No, we'll make this more grass based and then we'll do a rock. Yeah. That doesn't look very good. We could do more bulky rock. Because it just feels a bit too flimsy, you know? Actually, if we do... on ahead now. Many times do you let go? Now wake up and convince me we won't be here again and again and again and again. There we go. Oh, it looks so good having like a full like rock face against it, you know? It's the little parts of the base that like have been left unfinished that add just so much when they're done. You know? Because that took like what, 2 minutes? That took like literally 2 minutes of block placing and it just flows infinitely better. And obviously we need to get like the slabs, we need to get like the grass and everything on it, and we need to finish back here as well. But it just adds so much. Uh-oh. Sorry if I'm going quiet, chat. I'm just trying to work this bit out. Oh, and I'll put some trees on here as well. Okay, how does this look walking like through here? You can't see a lot of it, but old hands with cosmic entities. I hate this too bright if I please. Yeah. Uh-huh. Looking at the area. Oh, that looks so much better. It looks so much better having something there now. This looks weird though. I might that's better. Yeah, some trees, some foliage. Will elevate that place a lot. I think that is what these surrounding areas need, since they're very open. Like this bit, I think it's a great opportunity to just chuck a tree like here, so that it kind of just adds a little more than just like a blank look at the ocean, you know. But that is all like terraforming. I think for another day, if I'm honest, I gotta either have like a full look at this after, and stuff, and see how it's going. So I think we're gonna call it a bit early today. And then come back tomorrow with even more ideas and stuff, and we'll either be on here or we'll be on Kingdoms, or we might play a different game. We will see. Might do some Odyssey or Legends of Year, because we need to get back to Legends of Year. We like really need to get back to Legends of Year, actually. One day. Chat, we'll see. We'll see what we're doing tomorrow. It will be something. It'll be something. Like I said, I'm off this week from work, so yeah, it means that there's more streams. Right, chat, let me God, I am tired. Alright, chat, I'll be honest, I'm just gonna end here. Without reading. But let me tell you guys, videos soon, hopefully. If I'm honest, probably won't be out this month. I'm trying to do monthly. But this Lucky 38 one is taking a while. But VODs will be out. I need to upload a couple VODs. Like I said, I've got a couple videos working on at the minute. But the Lucky 38 one is taking a while. Well, it shouldn't be too long. I'm actually at the intro. Like planned out today. So I finally managed to get over the part that was stopping me, which was I kept trying to make it perfect without acknowledging that, like, that was holding me back from making it, because I was just second guessing everything. So I've stopped doing that, and now it's going a lot quicker. I've got that. I've started planning a video that'll come out in a long ways away, but it'll be so worth it. This early planning. Alright. And yeah, I mean, the video after Lucky 38 one I'm really excited for. If I'm honest, I'm really excited for it. But it has been wonderful chat. Thank you all for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one, and whenever the next video is out, and all that good stuff. But I'll be back tomorrow, probably about regular time. Maybe a bit later. We'll see. Alright, bye chat. Bye.